Thrift savings plans are not like you federal employees, SERS and FERS pension plans. I know many people get those two confused, but they're not one and the same. Your pension plan, you're making minimum contribution. Some of you 0.8%, some of you 3.1% contribution, others maybe 4.4 at the max at the present. But a thrift savings plan, you get to make a contribution up to a certain dollar amount, a certain limit, which we discuss in detail, and it's nothing like your pension plan. The thrift savings plan is known as a defined contribution plan. It will define your contributions that you are eligible to make into this particular retirement plan. Whereas your pension plan, that's known as a defined benefit plan. It will define how much your income will be when you separate from service, and that income is paid for a lifetime. It's a guaranteed income. So you will know exactly the amount of income one will receive, and you will know exactly under that pension plan how much income your surviving spouse would receive if you elected a surviving spouse benefit. Okay? Thrift savings plan is a defined contribution plan. It will solely define how much you are eligible to contribute. That's the only guarantee of this plan. Now, with knowing it has no guarantees, there are three components that drives this account balance that in the end will determine how much income one may receive from this particular retirement account. The amount of contributions that you're making into this plan, right? That matters. Are you making a 3% contribution, a flat dollar contribution, or you're maximizing your contribution? It's going to matter at the end when you separate from service, because it's going to have a direct effect on what you are going to have in that account. The time horizon these contributions are made. So if you have a 30-year career and you decide, I'm only going to contribute for the last 15, well, that's a big difference versus someone who has a 30-year career and contributed for 30 years. Because of the amount that you contributed over that period of time, plus what you may have received in the match and the agency's automatic contribution, plus the, again, compounded interest over that period of time, it would have a huge effect on what you would have in that account. And the third component is the rate of return for the investments in the plan. Most of you are only looking at the rate of return. You're not even thinking about the contributions you're making into the plan or the time horizon these contributions are made until you need to begin to receive the income. The rate of return in most people's focus is not the only component you should be focused on. Okay, you should be focused on many other things other than just the rate of return. Okay, but that is important. Let's not pretend that that's not important, because the rate of return is going to have a direct correlation with how high this account value can actually grow.